Hey guys, Coach Bill here with Tennis Anyone, and I'd like to introduce you to a new tennis training tool that I've created called the Ace Tennis Workbook. Now right off the bat, I just want to tell you, if you're not completely serious about revolutionizing your game and taking it to the next level, just go ahead and do yourself a favor and turn this video off right now. Now I'm going to assume that if you're still listening to me, you do have a deep desire to grow. You've got a deep desire to move that game to the next level, 2 levels ahead, and you've got the desire, but maybe you just don't have the know-how. Maybe you're working your butt off, you're doing everything you know humanly possible to get better, but yet it's just not gelling and coming together for you. I'm here to tell you that you don't necessarily need to work harder. There's a good chance that you need to work smarter. You know, at this point you might be asking, who in the world is Coach Bill and why should I be listening to him? Well, let me qualify myself just for a minute. I'll tell you, I grew up playing tennis and it's been 30 plus years now on the courts. I had the fortune of growing up and training one-on-one with players like Pete Sampras, John McEnroe. At the age of 16, I lived at Nick Bollettieri's Tennis Academy in Florida, and I lived and trained with Andre Agassi at that time. And I've had an opportunity after my playing days to start a tennis academy, which is called Tennis Anyone, and we've worked over the last 23 years with literally thousands of tennis players from levels of beginning levels all the way up into the pros. And I've learned a thing or two by watching those players and working with those players, seeing the ones that were successful versus the ones that just stayed challenged and stayed frustrated. I also made some distinctions growing up with the pros that I grew up with and what gave them the ability to make something happen where everybody else really just kind of seemed to stay stuck. I had the fortune of studying psychology and getting a degree in psychology, kind of furthering my education around what makes something work for someone, whereas other people, again, are not quite having the results that they'd like to have. And so I'd like to share that with you. You might say that the last 30 years of my experience are culminated into this one workbook. So my guess is that you're not having the success that you want, and I also want to say that it's not due to a lack of talent. What's happening is that you haven't approached your tennis game in an organized fashion, and so you're having to relearn lessons. Maybe it's taking you 3 years to learn what you could potentially learn in 6 months. The other thing is you're probably not on the same page with yourself, your coach, your parents, and even though tennis is an individual sport, every good player has got an entire team backing them. You know, the other thing is that in tennis, you need a clear-cut roadmap of goals, stepping stone goals that lead to larger goals or levels, that's clear and the pathway is lit so you know exactly where you need to go in order to reach that next level. Most players, coaches, parents just don't have a real good idea of what comes next. It's all laid out in the workbook. I'd love to have an opportunity with you to serve you as your coach for the next 12 weeks. I can promise you I won't let you down. In fact, I can guarantee it. If at the end of the 12 weeks you haven't jumped at least 1 level, if not 2, and you're not completely satisfied, you can keep the workbook. I'll give you a full refund. So I really truly would love to have you come in and visit us at the website. You can see the address at the bottom of the screen. It's www.acetennisworkbook.com. Take a look around. There's some of the tools are listed on that website. But again, truly consider training with me over the next 12 weeks. And remember, the workbook it's $25, but let me ask you this, how much are you paying for a single private lesson? If you could get more out of your private lessons, if you could get more out of every ounce of tennis energy that you're putting out there, wouldn't it be worth it to have that synergistic energy working for you? Come join me on the website, and I'll look forward to seeing you through the pages of the workbook, and hopefully one day meeting you in person on the court and hearing your story. Thank you so much.